This is Kelso Surgeon. Thank you very much for joining us again for another session of Handicapping 101. Needless to say, this is a giant week in sports. The bowl season kicks off on Saturday. The college season is really heating up. The NBA is going full blast, and it truly is showdown time in the NFL. I'm going to try to touch on all these things as we march through our video sessions this week. Today I'm going to start with the college bowl games, but before I do that, a reminder that tonight the San Francisco 49ers are at the San Diego Chargers. Both teams are in a must-win situation. San Diego is a 9-point favorite. I have a pretty strong feeling on this game. I think the betting line is very difficult to beat, but it'll be decided by a couple of outside factors. I'll definitely be using the game, and I may upgrade it from what my original intent was. Now let's talk about my bowl package. You know, I put together what I think is the best bowl package ever. I'm going to release unit-rated plays on all 35 games. And you know, I'll be the first to admit that some of these bowl games absolutely smell to the high heavens. I mean, why these teams are playing in bowls or merited such is beyond me, but that's the way it is. But even though these, and by the way, there's only 120 football teams that play Division I football, and 70 of them are in bowl games, if that doesn't illustrate what a joke it is. But even though some of these games are really terrible matchups, they're all an opportunity to win a bet. And I think we can do that. I'm kicking off my bowl program this Saturday. There's 3 games. I'm releasing my top play at 25 units to get things rolling. Very confident that I'll get an easy win in that game. Using all 3 games, the top play at 25 unit on Saturday. You can get the entire college bowl package. That includes my 200 unit bowl game of the year and my 100 unit bowl upset game of the year for just $175 charged to your credit card. Sign up on this site today or call my office toll-free at 1-800-755-2255. Once again, the entire package right through the championship BCS game between Auburn and Oregon, $175 charged to your major credit card. Now, you know, in handicapping the bowl games, a lot of people panic. It's sometimes like handicapping the Kentucky Derby. It's a horse race. Now, I realize that it's a very significant horse race, but you handicap the Kentucky Derby just like you handicap the 3rd race at Charlestown. Well, football is the same way, especially in the bowl games. You know, in the bowl games, handicap them as you would a regular season game. Focus your attention on the basics as you handicap, and give an edge to a team that has superior skill players. Now, here's 5 things that I think it's important to add to the bowl handicapping situation before you know, making your final call. And I'll just briefly mention them. You know, you have to make certain that the team that played during the regular season is the one that you're getting in the bowl games. Fresno State has suspended players. North Carolina suspended players. Kentucky will be without a starting quarterback. There's all kinds of changes that have taken place with some of these teams between the end of the season. Now, make sure that you get what you saw during the regular season. And in most cases, I'm sure you will, and some you won't. Then you've also got to consider how a coach approaches these games. You know, you can look at a college football team and say, well, they're 10-6 in their bowl games, but truthfully, the coach is the guy who's going to determine where you go on this. You know, Joe Paterno, for everything that he has given to college football, there's probably nothing stands out more than his bowl record. He takes them very seriously. 33 games in 33 bowl games, he's won 20 of them. You look at that coach's record. How has he done in bowl games? He's going to show you how his team's going to show up and play. And some teams do not take the bowl games as seriously as others. You've got an edge with a guy like Joe Paterno. You know, what kind of a schedule did each team play? It's one thing to be 7-6 against a solid schedule filled with college giants. It's another thing to be 7-6 against a team that played a few tough games, but most of them were easy. So look at that schedule. That'll give you an insight into how a team is going to perform. How did that team finish the season? Did it finish strong, or was it just floundering and just got in a bowl game because it had a decent record from games earlier in the year? Current form is very important. And last but not least, betting bowl games is one of the few places during the season where when the money shows, you can pay attention. As I said many times on the show, when the money shows on the average game during the regular season, it covers about 50% of the time, which really makes it a useless factor. When money shows in bowl games, it's important. It means something. Someone's usually operating off of inside information. So let me remind you again, my College Bowl package. 35 games, $175 charged to your major credit card. Sign up today and get ready to win.